Hello, my name is Robert Pound and I'm a product technologist for Quest. And in this video, we will cover getting started with connections in Toad Edge. To create a connection in Toad Edge, you have several options. If you're opening up Toad Edge for the first time, you will be prompted in the window at the top to create a new connection. You can also create a connection from the ribbon bar or the toolbar, or by simply right-clicking in the Connections window and choosing New Connection. In the new dialog box, you have the option of choosing from several different options. So Postgres or Enterprise DB, and the version level that's supported is listed here in this dialog box. You can also connect to your Redshift instances, and you can connect to MySQL. So if I choose MySQL, I'll click Next. And from here we can modify our connection information. So I'm going to leave localhost and the default port. And I'm going to go ahead and modify my password now. And I'm going to go ahead and choose Save Password. You can also use a connection custom string instead. Let me go ahead and test this connection. And since it tested OK, I can simply click Finish. And we've established a connection to my MySQL database. And if we run through the process one more time, this time using Postgres. Now I will enter in a different server name and a non-standard port. I will again choose to save my password and test the connection. This time I will choose Next, and from here we can modify the details. So for instance, instead of the default name, I can choose a custom name such as my connection. And I can also choose to color code this connection. So this will show up here in the connections window, and it'll also color code the worksheets or anything associated with the connection. So if I choose, for instance, green, and you have options. You can choose to auto commit. You can also choose to restore the previous work after login. And I will choose Next. So you have security options as well. So if you are authenticating with SSH or SSL, you can enter in that information here. And I'm going to go ahead and click Finish again. And we can see that the worksheet is color-coded green, and we have green dots in the connection manager as well. If we hover over one of the connections, we can see connection information about this specific connection. And if I right-click on the connection, we can copy the connection if we wanted to make a connection similar to this one. We can also choose properties. From here we can get the same details about the connection string and connection detail information. You can add a description if you like. You can also affect the driver level. So if you didn't want to use the drivers provided by the tool, you can choose a different driver. And under performance, you can affect how objects are loaded into Toad Edge. So if you know that you have good performance and good network bandwidth, you can choose to load all objects immediately. By default, it's set to load objects on demand. And if we come up to the connections in the drop-down window and choose Connection Manager, it will open up a window that allows you to modify the connections as well, but you can also import and export connections. So to export connections, you can simply click on a connection, or you can export all, and it will export this out as a XML file, and you can name it however you so choose. And the import works in the opposite direction. So you select from your file directory a XML file that you want to open up, and it will bring in the connections in that file. And that's all I had to share for today. Hopefully this helped you understand a little bit more about Toad Edge and creating connections. For more information on this or other topics, you can check out the help file. You can also check out the community-driven innovation going on at www.toadworld.com and clicking the Community tab. For more information about this product, go to www.quest.com/products/Toad Edge. Thank you and have a tremendous day.